Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Psycho, and oh my, wow. This episode, they did not slow it down a single bit for this second episode of Season 6. Holy crap, I mean, this could have passed off as a season premiere or a finale. I mean, that's how action-packed and just overall how good this episode was. So throughout this episode, it starts out as Enid and sort of like showing her backstory. And we actually see that she was with her parents, and what actually happened to her parents is that they were eaten alive in front of her own eyes. And I guess that's why she acts like she has such a troubled past. And, you know, she does, because we've seen what happens. And just throughout, you see, like, JSS everywhere. And, you know, you never know until the end. And, like, one thing I want to mention, though, is when I saw that turtle, I thought, oh, a turtle. And then all of a sudden, she just, like, rips its head off and starts eating it. I'm like, oh, my, not the turtle. It just gave a backstory on Enid. And, you know, at the beginning, it was sort of going slow, and I was wondering, they sort of tricked us out on it, because I thought, you know, maybe this is going to be slow for a while until the very end. But as soon as Carol turned that timer on, I knew something crazy. Well, I didn't know if it was going to be really crazy, but I knew that, like, ticking on the timer was creating tension for something. But I didn't exactly expect it to be the wolves chopping a woman's head with a machete all of a sudden. I mean, when that happened, I'm not going to lie, I was surprised as crap. It was just out of the blue. And when everybody just started raiding, they were throwing like Molotov cocktails on the people on the walls. It was just, everything was crazy. Like, when I saw the semi-truck going through, I'm thinking, oh, yep, this is how the horn goes off. He's going to crash or something like that. And, you know, that happened. It reminds me, like, of the assault on Woodbury or the assault on the prison. And it's one of those that you're not going to forget. It's like the No Sanctuary episode, I think. I mean, it can be compared to that, because it's one of those where you just raid a complete community and you just raid them. And I really like the fact that they did not portray these wolves with any sort of humanity. When I see a bad guy, I don't want him to have any humanity, because for a person to be bad, if you give them humanity, it sort of like takes away from, you know, their savageness. And these people were definitely what you would call a psycho, somebody that belongs in an institution, because, you know, they used nothing but melee weapons like axes. They had chains around them, dirty clothes. Their outfit fit their personalities. I mean, chopping people's arms and heads off, that was so brutal, but I loved it. It was just such a brutal episode, like cutting people's bellies open. Holy crap. And also, I just want to mention how big of a badass Carol was. Like, holy crap, when she started going through insane, she started, like, when Morgan was fighting that one wolf, she just comes up in behind him and stabs him. Of course, Morgan thinks he can save people. And, you know, I really like Morgan, but I'm sort of questioning his choices right now, because this could come back to bite him. Like, in the end, he lets those, like, 6 people go, and one of them takes, like, a pistol. And you know, if they're taking their weapons and they have a pistol, they're going to come back and use it on them. I mean, it's obvious. These people are bad. And, like, at the end, that one guy came back to bite him, and he's like, I'm sorry. But the thing is, these people do not have any morals. And I also want to mention how that one guy says, we have no choice. And I thought that was really interesting, because maybe that means that their leader is like threatening them. They have a higher power that we have not seen yet. Just this leader that tells them what to do and threatens to kill them unless they do it. But I definitely think these people are insane. But just to jump back right into what I was saying, when Carol's just running through there, of course Carol is being smart like she always is. She's always smart. Like, where she puts the W on her head, she puts the hood over and, like, the face mask over. I mean, I just thought she looked like a total badass with that on, just running through, stabbing people, shooting people left and right, you know, because the wolves don't have guns, so she's got, you know, the better weapon. But still, even the idea where she had Morgan chained up, and they're like, yo, props to that, because, you know, she got somebody, and asking where she got her gun or whatever. And I just thought that was so smart. And I love to see moments where Carol, she's so diverse, because she can pretend to be someone, but deep down, you know, she has been through a troubled past, and she knows how to handle certain situations and get people out of certain situations. So she goes to the gun room automatically, being smart as always. and gets the guns out, and of course she saves that woman. And also, it reminded me of Rick with Carter, where Rick stabbed Carter in the last episode, and she stabbed the woman in the back of the head that was smoking, and she told her how she needed to stop smoking because there was enough ways to die around here other than that. I just love the fact that Carol defies any sort of stereotype you can have for someone. And also, I want to mention how Jesse, just totally goes Edward Scissorhands on this woman. I thought that was just awesome. And, Ron comes in and catches her. And Jesse's just doing what you have to do, whether or not Ron likes that. I mean, she's protecting her family just like Rick protects Carl and Judith and, his group. One last thing I would like to mention would be how Carl goes up to that guy and he's like, "Oh, my leg." And this guy, it looks like Carl's actually about to believe him, and then he grabs Carl's leg. And that's just another example of how these people try to pretend to have humanity, but deep down they don't. They do what they need to do to survive, and that's it. But I just want to say this was an excellent episode. It could have passed for a premiere, a finale. It's better than some of the mid-season premiere or finales we've had. I just think it was amazing. It was a lot like the No Sanctuary episode, and that is like my overall favorite episode of all time, No Sanctuary. So if I compare it to that, it's definitely a compliment. And just to, predict what can maybe happen in the next episode, I saw like the preview after the show, and it looks like it's going to show what happened as that attack was going on. Like, is Rick and the group going to lead those zombies back onto track after they turn the horn off? Like, can they make it last that long to where they can get the zombies to follow them until the horn goes off? And then it's going to, probably show their experiences through that. And I think it's going to be also action-packed because Andrew Lincoln actually said that these first few episodes are going to be like a season finale in each one of themselves. So, I mean, it just shows that all of these are going to be crazy. He was certainly right about the second one. I just want to say that this was excellent. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode as well. And the review, I try my best not stutter or anything, but it's hard to do it a perfect commentary. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave a like if you did because it always helps me out. Thanks for watching. Peace out.